Hey guys, I'm here with an update. I'm going to, let's see, give me a second to pray on it, bless the cards, protect their energy. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I feel like there is a message coming. Hold on a second. Be right back. Sorry, guys. Oop. Hey there. From an archangel. And sorry, you might have to skip forward a little bit about heartbreak in the moon. So moon energies on heartbreak maybe. King of Swords, interesting. Ace of Swords. Transmuting information, transmuting energy. I feel like this is Raphael in Metatron. The power of planting a seed. The power of planting a seed. When it comes to your connection, when it comes to the outside world, your connection's a part of the outside world. It's a part of the rest of the universe. Let's not bind ourselves with it, but let's be open to the good the universe has to give. But with the seed, you don't know when the seed can become the sun. You don't know when the seed can grow up. You don't know when the seed can change form. You never see it. Sometimes it's like growing potatoes. And when you grow potatoes, they're a few feet under the dirt. And a lot of them can grow. And all you see is the stem, right? And the stem keeps on rising, but the potatoes aren't necessarily ready. And you don't know how big the potatoes are. But you never must underestimate the power of planting the seed. But something about checking your intuition, and not your intuition, your, where you're coming from, your, what's it called? Where you were coming from to trust your intuition. You never must underestimate the power of planting the seed. Don't limit its growth by your thinking, because you can manifest anything you put your mind to. But of course, that works the other way too. So change your perspective. Look at things differently. Live more in the moment. Live more in the moment. Give less power to your ego. And the more clear your higher self is, your mind is, the more this information will just flow in and settle. You won't have to wonder if it's your intuition or you're just thinking about it. There will be power. There will be power in the messages that come that will be more profound and more clear. Don't expect these messages, but clear your mind so they can actually come in, so they don't get lost in the noise that's happening with a lot of people. It's a pretty strong message. I feel like a lot of people are dropping off the journey, saying, I will go down this path instead. But picking yourself, you are always picking. When you pick union within yourself, whatever form it may come in, you are picking the journey. But make sure you are not doing it from a place of fear, ego, disbelief. What do you believe? What do you know is the life you want for yourself? What is in your knowing? Belief is about thinking, and knowing is about intuition and just knowing. What is it in your knowing that you want? Do you care about the form it comes in? And if you do, it's usually your ego, but you could also know that you are supposed to end up a certain way with your twin, or with a soulmate if you were a soulmate. And fall more into your knowing than your thinking. This time brings up all these old thoughts, old patterns, so that they can be lit on fire and released. Release them. As this energy comes up to your chest or any part of your body and you become aware of it, transmute it, release it. Release yourself from the bounding, the chain it has for you. This chain doesn't have to be connected to your sword. And that doesn't mean letting anybody go. That means you can be free. You can be free, unbound, but you can live a certain reality while being free. The moon. 6 of Cups, past, leads to a release of sneaky behavior, going backwards to heal, and then finally setting out, releasing those old things, releasing old perceptions, thoughts. There comes a time that it pushes back and there's some unfaithful, unlawful, dishonest victory and needs an ego death, but sometimes this feels good. But you need to understand where your ego needs to come in to be eradicated. You must be careful not of what only feels right, but make sure your thoughts are not dictated by the ego. Make sure that your thoughts are dictated by your knowing, by your believing, by your honest assessment, by your being able to see the ego from the intuition. The intuition takes you forward, teaches you love. It takes you to places that scare you and hurt you. But once you release that, good things await you. good things, not only your journey, but just good things in a whole. Your journey, your twin. Your twin is a part of your journey, and if you give them so much value, so much love, you're putting in more energy and love into them than you are yourself. You can relax on that. You can allow your ego to pick you, and that won't change your manifestations and what's coming in at all. Picking you doesn't mean... Picking you means releasing your ego, releasing your need to know things, releasing your need for time to come in, and your thought, and just transmuting energy, creating, being abundant. And then last, you won't be alone. You won't be. You never will be. So watch out for those self-limiting beliefs. See your choices. See things you can play around with. See the good things that are in your life. Whatever path you choose, delaying your growth hurts you. And if you choose to be with somebody else, go into relationships, whatever it is, as long as you are not limiting yourself based on your ego, worrying that it will not bring in your masculine, as long as you are trusting in your abilities and following your heart, as long as you are being true to who you truly are, nothing can stop you from seizing the day, from your abundance, from your truth, from all your hopes, from your greatest love, from union. Find your balance. Be grounded in yourself. In yourself. Be light. Be light. Be light as in be bright light, but also be light. Light on your feet. Light in your soul. Release these things. They don't serve you. Release karma. Don't let it sit under your skin. And the best way to do that is picking to be honest with yourself. You can be deep, experience emotions, allow them to come up when you think of a certain connection and release them. But you can also begin living the life you want to live this moment. You don't need to be a victim to this while healing from it. You can still pick this life. You can still choose this life of passion, this life of abundance, of green, of love, of adventure, of seeking great things. Good things are coming your way. Make sure you're choosing good things in the best way possible for you. Make sure you're deciding upon yourself first. Deciding the vibration you want to live in.